Hi, Christy and Dwayne. How are y'all doing this evening?
I'm doing fine.
So what brings y'all in today?
We have some issues with money problems.
Okay. You want to tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, every time I save up money, well, we save up money, it generally tends to leave quicker than I intended on.
Okay. So, Christy, you want to tell me what you think about all this?
Why is it only what you will spend money on?
I tend to think it's more of the things that we need instead of a want. You know.
So, you like to save money? Is that what I'm getting? That you're the saver?
I'm the conservative relationship. Is that the name?
Conservative?
Word?
The
Yeah.
conservative part
Yeah.
of the relationship? So, Christy, how do you see yourself in the relationship?
Well, I spend a little more than I should, I guess. Not a whole lot. I think we need more things than he thinks we need. He thinks some of my needs are wants.
Okay. Can you give me an example of what that might be?
Like clothes,
Makeup,
makeup.
name brand and no name brand, groceries, all of the above.
Okay. So, tell me a little bit about, I know y'all are not married yet. You're planning on being married the first part of the year. So, I'm assuming you have separate checking accounts now, or how does that work for y'all? Because if she's spending money, I'm just trying to see how the finances come together. Do y'all spend individually or together? Or?
Individually.
Basically, I have the money I make and he has the money he makes, and he saves his and doesn't want to spend it on anything, and he's always asking me to buy stuff for him.
Okay.
I'm also asking you to save your money too, though.
Can't save when you can always ask me to buy stuff.
So,
I only buy stuff when you actually go shopping. I'm never the one who wants to go shopping.
So I do see that there is a difference in opinion here. So we're going to try a little technique today. It's called role reversal. And so what I'm going to ask you to do, Dwayne, is to act as if you're Christy. And Christy, I want you to act like you're Dwayne. And I want you to have basically the same conversation, argument that you were just having, but as the other person. So, y'all think y'all can do that? Okay. All right. Who wants to get us started?
Well, baby, where are we gonna go out to eat today? I want to go to Uncle Juan's.
Let's go to McDonald's. It's cheaper.
Well, McDonald's is the same old thing. We eat that all the time.
Let's go to the Rabbit Patch. They're not expensive.
I can get. I only got for the same price at Rabbit Patch. I only get 3.5 quesadillas. I can get more than that at Uncle Juan's.
Whatever. We'll just go wherever you want to go.
So is that usually how it ends up? You're still being Christy. Dwayne, you always want to go somewhere that costs less, and Christy wants to go somewhere different, is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all
And
have
then there's always let's go to Walmart after we get through eating.
What do you need from Walmart?
I don't know. I just want to look around.
Well, I don't want anything. Your turn.
Well, fine, we don't have to go to Walmart.
No, we're going. And then when we get to the store, what happens?
I'm not spending no money.
You're
What?
being you.
Oh.
You're supposed to be me.
And it's okay to laugh because this is the idea behind it, to kind of break the ice. So, what would Christy say to that? Or no, that was
Once we're in
Dwayne.
the store, once we're in the store, what happens?
What, you gonna buy me this? What?
What would I say to you?
You like the shirt? Pick out something that you like.
I don't tell you to pick out something. I don't
You like this shirt?
Yeah, I ask you that. And you say no. I say why? And then you're like, can you buy me and then you'd be like, oh, can you buy me a shirt? I really want this shirt over here.
Like, go ahead, get it.
So, that was very good. Do you see anything different about the way that you interacted with each other? Do you feel like that's how you come across to him, Christy? And vice versa? You do? You realize that you say, I don't need anything from there, and
Yeah, I realize.
I'm gonna save money. I don't want anything. Can you buy me something?
so how do y'all feel about the money as far as that goes? Are you trying to save for something in particular that you're working towards, since you are looking to get married? A vehicle, a home, or
Right, all of the above.
all the above? So tell me about the importance of that to you, Christy.
Well, it's important, but I think it works out well because he saves and then I spend, and when we want something, he just asks me, and then he still saves his money, and then my money gets spent. So I think it actually works out kind of well. But I guess he doesn't.
So what do you think? How do you feel about that?
I think it's unfair because I still think she should put back John, because he makes more than I do and I make less, and I still end up in him saving more money. I'm making less.
So could you possibly come to some sort of agreement, like a certain percentage of each paycheck is put aside and we spend, set up a budget basically? Would that be something that y'all could do together so that you would be able to say, okay, you get paid weekly or bi-weekly, every 2 weeks we're gonna go eat somewhere nice, which would be, our local restaurant, Uncle Juan's or something like that. And then the other times when you're not able to eat at home or whatever, then maybe you just run through for something quick and you eat off the dollar menu. But then you always know that you have that special date night. Do you think that would be something you could agree to, Christy, that you could work up a budget, set a percentage
Yeah.
to save?
But then we'll both also have to agree what is needed and what is considered extra, and have to wait till, like, going and getting a room is not a need, it's a want, so we'd have to be put in that want category too. So it's not just.
Well, it's good to sometimes be able to have that little time away into yourself.
Yeah, but he considers it a need and not a want, and
I guess it's both.
yeah.
So,
But
like you
he's
said, you
telling
have
me
to
I
come
need
to a decision on what that looks like for both of you together. And that's why it's really important to talk about it and set a budget and what that looks like. Could you give me an example of something that might be good? As far as budgeting goes, maybe? Do you already save a certain percentage of your paycheck?
I'll try to just budget with $20 a week. Whatever I get paid, I try to just make it through the whole week with just $20.
Wow, That's good.
Yeah.
You are very disciplined.
And I might sometimes my checks might be 190 at the child support. Sometimes it might be 150 at the child support.
Right.
Sometimes it might be 114, 120. So it just depends on what my hours are.
Right.
But whenever I do work, I try. If it's over, if I make over 150, I put that 150 back and just work with whatever extra I have. If I have to make like 120, I try a little over 120. I try to put the 120 back and just spend 10 or 20 bucks through the week. You know, the more I make, the more allowance I have during the week. But the less I make, the less I spend during.
Right. So you put the bulk of your money up. You don't have a certain percentage that you put up.
I put the bulk up.
Okay. So Christy, what does that look like for you when you get paid?
Mine's pretty much the opposite. I don't really save that. Well, I haven't been saving that much, but
It's always been like this since I've been working. I've been put back the bulk. I just don't, you know, just as I got the money to get a new phone, I don't get a new phone. I got a free phone. I want a new phone, but I don't get a new phone. I go with the free phone because it's a want. It's not a necessity.
And I think that in our previous counseling sessions, we did the genogram and stuff where we talked about those relationships on each side of your family, and we learned about your family that your parents were kind of savers, and then your parents were more, we have money, we own our own business, and so they weren't as concerned about saving money or whatever. So you come from different backgrounds, so it's important, you know, before you get married, you want to have, like I said earlier, you want to have these conversations before you get married so that you'll know what to expect from each other. And when you come from separate backgrounds like that, you know, you figure out your way of doing it. So you guys can work together and figure out a budget, a percentage, whatever that looks like for y'all. So does that sound like something you could do?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this week, before we see each other again next week, you can, we can print something off the computer, or you can print something off the computer, a little budget sheet, and y'all can, you know, just for what you can do right now and what you're saving for, and then you can even, for when you put your money together, for when you get married. So you could have 2 sets of budgets, so, until then. So, and if that's all we got, then I think we're out of time. So, is there any other concerns that you have today?
Not right now.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing with me, guys, and I will see you next week.
All right.